Okay, I'm back. This is my Gypsy Hermitage Tarot. I'm coming on to do a love reading for the collective. This is just all about love. I don't want us to give up on love. So let's look at the bottom of the decks before we get started. I'm going to start over here with my Arcanum Tarot. Ooh. And the few bottom of the deck. Yeah, this is water. Sorry. In my favorite mug. Have some water. I've been drinking this entire bottle. If you can see this core hydration, and now I'm on the last bit that's in my mug now. So, so for the this is my masculine deck. Oh, now what I'd put all of my decks in the upright. Like I stopped doing reversals unless it like I'm shuffling them out and it turns itself over, or I guess I skipped something. Wow. So now there's a card in reverse here. Oh Lord. Something is happening. Now I can't predict that this is what's happening with all divine masculines and feminines. This is a this is a general love reading. Yeah, collective, like collective human beings. I'm not going to say this is only for twin flames, but unless it really shows up that way, okay? And then I will put it in the title. But the truth about certain connections is coming to light. How do I know? Look at that. Truth coming to light. Someone or someone's, many of you in this collective, whoever is watching this, whoever comes and watches this at another time, is realizing who their true soulmate is. Like above everybody they've ever breadcrumbed, male or female, because there are players of all genders, both genders. I said all genders, both genders, male or female, feminine or masculine, right? You can find some players. This is someone now who is not choosing that. That's not the path they are on. They're giving up the like that given to all these different people. They only want their person. They want their true love. They want their wish fulfillment. These people could be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, Gemini, emphasis on the Gemini. They could be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, emphasis on the Cancer, period. That's what's up. It's like an aha moment with that Ace of Swords, right? Like, what the hell is going on with you, masculine? some epiphanies like a mug is happening from the looks of it. Mm. Ooh wee. Okay, I can't even stop. Like it's just yeah. Stop. All right. This is from my feminine, my secondary feminine deck, right? But I just love this deck so much because the imagery of the emotion and condition of a human condition is just so vivid that this is the experience, it's the pain we go through, it's the confusion we go through, it's the missing, the regret that we go through, is feeling that feeling of healing and manifesting and being sexy and you know what I mean, and confident, and the bomb, the sabotage of it all. Ooh, I just got a little bit scared. You ever been doing a reading or doing something that you're really into and you feel like somebody is watching you over your shoulder, but your children are upstairs? Oh, I don't like feelings like that. Anyway, you have the Four of Swords. This is feminine energy, right? Four of Swords, the Magician, Queen of Wands, the Sun, Prince of Swords, Four of Cups, Five of Swords, a lot of swords. The Chariot, Prince of Wands, Six of Cups. This is a lot of Aquarius, Gemini, Libra going on here. There's Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Emphasis on Sagittarius, Leo, Cancer. Man. So there's someone from your past who has a really strong chemistry with you. Like you all's connection is crazy sexually. And it's not that it's only sexual, that it's energetic, it really is. But because they couldn't handle the fact that it wasn't only sexual, like they couldn't handle the fact that it was love, they played games. But they kept their eye on you to see if anybody was going to swoop in, you know what I mean, and take their place or take you away or whatever. And not that they were planning on making another attempt, because a part of their self-sabotage is victimize, playing the victim. Well, she rejected me, right? Well, what did you do to get rejected? What were you offering that someone would reject that if it's a cup of love? There's something about this. In the feminine energy, you've been manifesting healing, confidence, success, abundance. This is you. This is what you have manifested for you. Okay? This is what's calling this person in, because he's watching. He sees all of this. Excuse me. He sees all of this. He sees what you're becoming, right? And you're deliberately becoming that. But as he sees it from spying on you, he wants to move forward and come in as if it's divine timing. But the problem is the pity party still showing up, and the self-sabotage, doing the lying and the cheating, the bullshit is still here. He feels like he could pull you just with this energy and the fact of how long he's known you. So be careful, because the player is still playing, and he will play with your heart if you let him. Because he already, like, he knows you so well. It's just like the devil. What devil do you have to worry about if the devil inside you is not mastered? That's the motherfucker you got to worry about. So you've done all this manifestation work and healing. Have you worked on how you would handle this person trying to come back? Do you even have a plan? Do you know whether you would entertain him or not? Or if you really are just only interested in that new energy? Because if you're interested only in new energy, let me see, then that's what you're going to get. But if you're worried about the past person coming in because you're worried about his behavior being unchanged and you're worried about going through heartbreak again, well, that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting that another round of that shit. But look at look at this shit here. Remember, it started out, my other masculine deck, the Arcanum, bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So I just pulled all these cards from this masculine deck and ended with this at the bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords. Shit. Tarot is magic. The masculine has the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups, the Emperor, the Star, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, right in a succession. I mean, what the fuck? Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands, King of Pentacles. The King and the Queen are both here, counterparts. The Emperor is here. The Queen of Cups and the Star is here. Destiny, hope, healing. I mean, what? The masculine. So the masculine or some of these masculine forces, right? They want to rush in. They see their counterparts as being a Queen of Pentacles. This is someone that has her own independence, money, but she's also Nine of Pentacles, right? Has their own stability, a bright future in making money, several ways of making money. Like, she's masterful. Look at this. I never noticed this before. It's like she's a sorcerer when it comes to stability. Like, she's magical. She can just whoop up some shit. He's so stable. Like, he takes leisure time and goes out to like a forest preserve that he owns. Like, that's his land. And he chills on his throne. Like, coming up with more ideas on how, because he got the Midas touch, more ideas on how to make more money. Very successful. Six of Wands. In the public eye. Admired, confident. So is she. So is the counterpart. But worried. Worried that she doesn't love him anymore because she's been in Queen of Swords energy for a minute. And Queen of Pentacles. Like, yes, she's nurturing, but she's really focused on the money. Because he's been focused, like they mirror each other. So he's worried that her loving energy, that energy she used to give so freely, like she doesn't have that to give to him. This is how some of them feel. That when it comes to him specifically, she's not open to him like that anymore. Even though he's going through a lot. Even though he knows he's the counterpart and he still has hope. He has hope because he knows his destiny, but in the past, he's played around with it in an arrogant way. Like, well, she ain't going nowhere, but at the same time telling her he has free will because he just wants to keep acting like he's 12 and 18 and shit until it's, it's, what's the word? Until it's convenient for him to come in. Some of these masculines have spit game like, I could get married to someone now who doesn't eat vegan like we do and is not going to live as long, and then get with you when I'm some upward age, or I could have more than one counterpart. What's wrong with that? Stop. Just the madness. But look at this. He really is working to make money. He really is. And what he does, he uses a lot of single women for their know-how in building. Like, they teach him a lot, thinking that he's going to end up being their masculine. And then he's saving a lot too. And I had this in the other reading I did today. He's also saving the money he's earning. He's building. He's, gathering. Some of them are even hoeing themselves to these women that are helping them with information. They also give them money because he lays the pipe, just to keep it real. But there's a lot of conflict in it because they all want to be his feminine. They all feel like he is their masculine, because this is the problem in the collective. And I heard a wonderful sister, Queen Cup, I believe is her channel. It might be Queen of Cup. I'm not sure, but I thought it was Queen Cup. She said that, for those of us that are saying, and I don't say this, that are saying that we don't want love anymore, or we would just be happy staying single for the rest of our life. Well, I have said that maybe once. I do want, I've had that life. I've been alone most of my life. And then God brought someone into my life and I had an awakening because he doesn't want me to have that. He knows he created me with a destiny of love to experience, because of what it will do for my soul, what it will do for the other side of my soul's soul, my counterpart, my twin. So what it would do for us. He would not have awakened me if it wasn't for that. So that's what pulls me back, is knowing what this is all about. Why would he have had, and yes, I went through it. It was the deepest shit I ever been through with a man. Ever, ever, ever. Not that it was him, but there was something, yeah. I don't know. I can't explain it. I'm just saying what I experienced. I know God came for me and used this person as a catalyst for me to have a certain experience. See, when someone is a catalyst, it doesn't mean they're in your life permanently. And this is what we have to understand about our interactions with people. Even though I told him I thought we were soulmates because of what I was experiencing, and I do know we're some type of soul connection. I'm saying this, I only share my shit. I'm not, talking to y'all to vent. I got people for that. I'm sharing because I'm 55, I'm a senior, and there's a lot of us that are confused about who a person is, what is their function, and we are almost like possessively controlling about the energy we have with that person. Your destiny, you can tell it's your destiny. I said this earlier, because the person, if it's a person's destiny, they will do that with you. If it's your destiny, you will be willing to do that with them. Period. And I'm not talking about settling and letting somebody dog you out. No, 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 no. Again, Steve Harvey's words. There's only one woman that a man will change for. And if there's someone that you believe is your person and he's not willing to change for you or to grow himself up enough, why are you doing? You scared me. Why? Sorry, she just scared the shit out of me. She was trying not to interfere with my reading. But remember, when I started the reading, I was having this feeling, right? Oh my God, y'all just don't know. I've had some really crazy experiences lately, like in the last 6 months. And okay, this is an aside, because I don't want anybody to feel crazy like I feel right now. I'm sorry, sweet. I am. But one night, and my children can bear witness, I want to say I was waking up in the middle of the night, because most times I do. And I had been praying a lot during that time. And she scared me only because she was like sliding along the floor, crawling so she wouldn't be on the camera. And so I heard it behind me. I'm like, and I had been hearing it for a few minutes anyway. So one night, I was waking up and I was in between sleep and awake. And I opened my eyes and it looked like this huge figure of a man was coming towards me with these huge shoulders. He had this black sweater and black pants, and he just looked mean and evil and angry. It was the energy, though. It almost wasn't even what he looked like as much as he did. He was coming to hurt me. Like, it was just bad. And it's the feeling behind, like, I was so afraid. And I'm telling you, I know somebody did spell work on me almost 2 years ago. And I had two experiences then where I was fully awake. And I'm sorry, the thing with the figure, the black figure, right? Not black, but his clothes were black. And he like scared the shit out of me. I jumped up. I ran to my children's separate rooms and woke both of them up and was like, please bring your mattresses into my room because I need you to sleep down, with me. And they were like, okay. And I couldn't even explain why I was so scared. I've never had an experience like that before. So when I told you before my daughter even came downstairs that I felt like there was someone watching me. And I kept turning, you all couldn't see me, but I kept turning around as I'm talking to you. And it just was bothering me over my left shoulder, like, mm. What always helps me is I will pray it. I'll ask God to protect me and my children, protect our home. I'll pray it away. And I can usually, and with my children and my energy, together, probably because I'm so my protection of them, you know, increases my protection that I feel for us. I was able to go to sleep that one time, but yeah, she just scared the shit out of me. Like for real. Oh my God. The thing about this journey that I'm learning is there is a such thing as good and evil. There absolutely is. Even in the spirit realm. Do you hear me? And these days, there are people playing with spell work and curses and doing things to other people that they shouldn't. Mm-mm. And it's dangerous. You don't know what you're releasing and bringing into this realm. You don't fucking know what you're doing. You're releasing, God, demons and shit on people that do not deserve it. I have no doubt that was a demon. Like, he didn't mean me no good. And I didn't know him. I hadn't done anything to him. Man. Anyway, let me get back to this reading. Oh, I do a lot of talking in my reading just because I'm very organic. I am. I'm very organic. I don't suffer from a huge filter because you never know who needs to know they're not alone, having certain experiences, and just knowing that uh you have guardian angels. You have angels, you have ancestors protecting you, guiding you. All right. Anyway, just be careful with someone coming back from your past that you know takes this journey for granted just as much as they take you for granted. And it's almost like, even though this person or these people are worried that your sweetest, most nurturing self may be withheld from them, do they want it just because they can manipulate you when you're at your most vulnerable and your heart is open for them as it was in the beginning, so you can get so they can get your pentacles, or so they can manipulate you to go along with some silly shit again, another offer that you can't accept? I mean, what is the reason? What is the motive? And do you even want to entertain it? Because even if you say, if you're not among those that really puts in time, because I have an affirmation that I say about my true love, and if whether it's someone from the past or not, whoever shows up, the one that's closer to those attributes is the one. That's what the fuck I know, because I prayed on that. I know those affirmation and that list of attributes so well that when I pray, I spit it out. I'm spitting that to God on a regular. So you can play with yourself. That's why I tell my children, you're not lying to me, because your mommy is wise and I've been here long enough already that a lot of things are repetitious. I know what a lie looks and feels like. You're lying only to yourself. So he's not playing me. They're not playing you. They're playing themselves. And they are the ones that are at this point in danger of the heartbreak. They are. So yes, this looks nice. Emperor and the Star, it looks nice. Counterparts for Pentacles, it sure does. It looks real nice. But you gotta be the real deal in execution. Okay? You have to be the real deal in action, in motivation. Ooh, feminines, what's going on? Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. You know what? Both sides is doing some shit though. Both sides playing with themselves. Because we all have issues. We don't come through this life unscathed, just with, as pure as we did when we first got here. We don't, so we have our fears. Nobody wants to be heartbroken. For the feminine energy, you have the Seven of Swords, Six of Wands, life experience, Ten of Cups, justice, ego, Page of Swords, Three of Cups, the Lovers, Nine of Wands, Queen of Swords, Eight of Swords, so many swords, Eight of Swords, and Four of Wands. Like, this is twin flame like a motherfucker. Right? Twin flame like you can't deny. Okay? However, all these damn swords, what we really doing? To me, this is a lot of fear, but a lot of pining at the same time. Not even pining, but desiring. I just want my twin. But what if your twin is growing up, has not fully grown up? Then what? They spy on you, but it's an immature energy because they still got third party situations. But they know they will be, from all their experience, they know that they'd be happiest with you. From all the lessons they've learned, all the wonderful experiences, whatever success they've had in life that they have created for themselves, they know their happiest chance in life is to be with you. But they know they have to come correct. Give you the right offer. But they spy on you, stalk you while they fucking around with other people. Because they're also wounded. But what they don't consider is that you're wounded. Now, for some of you, this is you. You the one on the whole phase. I had a client that said that. She was so disappointed in her twin. She was like, I'm tired of this. I'm just going to go on a whole phase. Whole phase. Oh my goodness. They can't see, you can't forget their shortcomings. Even as much as you're going after your success, you're chalking what you've already been up to. Maybe he's a past, a false twin. He got the ego of it. Everything he does is ego. He running after women because he got low self-esteem, but his ego got to keep getting fed. But you just want to be happy. And you figure I can be happy and get what I want on my own. Because it seems like every time I try to go towards love, I get betrayed. Right? But then, see, you sabotage your own growth. If you let someone go, if you walk away from someone feminine, you got to leave them alone on all fronts. Energetically, what do you call it? Social medially, telephonically. I'm stupid. No, you got to leave them alone. You got to live like they don't exist, not thinking that. Because you don't want to manifest that and then they wiped off the planet and shit. No, but as far as your living, if they come up in your mind, say, God, I forgive them. Bless me with my, bless me with a productive day or whatever it is that you're on. Reiterate your affirmations of what you're manifesting. Stop spying on them. All you do is spy on them and get more evidence that they fucking around. Like, sometimes with people and that just breaks your heart again. Why? Right. It just reinforces your wounds. And sometimes they want you to feel that way because you walked away from them as if they didn't deserve. I mean, it's just a cycle, man. Make a decision. Just like I said when I pulled their cards, make the decision that you are either going to be right, ride or die for this past person that you believe is your twin, or you're going to wait for confirmation in the with a new person. You know, this is consistent feminine energy right now on the planet. Queen of Swords. Consistently. But what's also consistent is that we're still trapped in our heads about this person. False twin or real twin, whoever the fuck he is. The one that keeps coming in and out. The one that we have wonderful experience with. Wonderful things in common. But he never honors it. He never, puts into this as a relationship. So much air. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra like a motherfucker. Emphasis on the Libra now. Those Libras, let me tell you something about Libra men. And I've said this in other people's readings, when I'm in the chat, and I'm not going to do that again, but I'm going to say it from my shit. Libra men, and this is one of the attributes of Libra men. Like, if you ever study their horoscope, it will say one of their attributes is promiscuity. Like, come on, y'all. If you have never known that, you could say Gypsy gave it to you. Promiscuity like a motherfucker. Like, even the most disciplined, loving husband that's a Libra. Ho. Not big time ho. I'm saying that because the way they get down with the amount of people they get down with, past and present, they're the type of masculine that dips back in. And these days, it's not just the Libras. Other people do it too. But Libras have a way of making you feel like in the moment, there's no one else they could ever possibly love but you. But remember, they're emotionally detached. They don't mean that shit to everybody. But at the same time, Libras love. They're in the energy of Venus. They are sincere about who they do love, so they could still love about between 2 and 4 of you at once. Like, real talk. And they mean that shit. While they are in your face. But when they get to the next person's face, they mean that shit with her too. So when you're in readings, like, I can't even go to my my moon or Venus when I'm watching readings, right? Concerning my false twin, or who I believe was a false twin, I can't even watch readings for my moon sign, which is Taurus, or my Venus sign, which is Aries, because I know people he's fucked with of those signs. And maybe not fucked with, but who, fell in love with him. I know people who have fell in love with him of various signs, if not all of the signs, past and present. And it's just like, the fuck, I can't even clear my mind to say this is not, this message is also for me, because I know someone that loves him right now who's getting that message for her regarding him. I mean, this is how some of these masculine is. This is why we are so fucked up. I mean, it's not for just no reason. But listen, we have to heal. Like, we have to be in such an energy of healing and studying channels and literature and whatever we can find on the twin. What is Twinflame? On all the aspects of it. I'm going to do some more videos. I did the false twin talk. It's so powerful. I've listened to that. It has to be about 8 to 10 times. It helped me. It still helps me because it didn't come from me. It came from research. And then what God channeled through me when I was, talking about what I found. I'm going to just sit here and read something to y'all. No, this is authentically, organically. I could relate because of everything I went through with this person. You hear me? I want for you what I want for myself. I want the best outcome for myself, and I want that for you. I don't want to be stuck on no motherfucker that ain't in love with me, and I don't want that for you either. All right? Make yourself happy, okay? Make yourself happy. That's the beginning of your justice. Go after the things you really want to accomplish as if you have no hindrances. You know? I mean, I haven't even started pulling cards. Oh, listen. Some of us are here to be peacemakers. Like some of us have, and I've talked to a couple of people of different races who really want to make safe places for different people of various races to be able to come together and love each other and just be a community, right? And that's nice, but in order to be a peacemaker, you also have to be a truth teller because the truth and peace goes hand in hand. There is no peace without the truth, and there is no truth without justice. So, this is not a fairy tale. And you cannot be the conduit of true peace when you're living the fantasy of your own, supremacy. And that's not just against white people, because every race has issues these days. And everybody has jumped on the bandwagon, you know, to be angry and hateful. Most people against black people. But even in black people, it's such a burden. It's such a burden. So there's Peacekeeper, Elder, Warrior. This is one of my favorite ones of this deck. This one and the Transformation card. Oh, let me show it to you. I love it. Like this is my dude. Like I relate because this is how I feel. You know what I mean? Where are you? Where are you, honey bunny? I love this deck. I love it because it's multiracial, and I love it because of the spiritual wisdom from all of the races. Like, it's just so beautiful. There he is. There he is. These two. And it's funny because I've been doing research on Latino men with black women couples. Because if all my men want to jump ship and get non-black women, then I'm going to open up, my comfort zone. But this combination right here, yes, nice. Because this is like the Maori people of New Zealand mixed with Native American or Native Chicano, like the native people of Mexico, South America, Central America were called the Taino. Taino? Taino. I think Taino Indians. But yeah, Native American culture. That transformational like. And it really falls in line with Egyptian culture where it's like the highest powers and ideals that we find in the animal kingdom and adapting those to our characters, right? Like look at this. It's an eagle and a wolf. How loyal are wolves? They're so loyal. And do you know, look, I research animals all the time. Do you know that the lone, what is it, the alpha male of the wolf pack is a myth? It's not even true. Do you know that in a wolf pack, everyone is pretty much equal? I mean, maybe not 100%. There are more submissive temperaments, but that basically they all rely on each other. There's no one leader in a wolf pack. I did research on it. You can do it. You can look it up on YouTube. I research wolves. I research lions coming out my ears. Like, I'm so fascinated with lions. I used to have dreams. Like the first year of my awakening, I would have the scariest dreams about lions. Like they were all in the city, and wherever I was living, it's like I couldn't step outside. It had to be a certain type of day or night because the lions would be like hanging out on top of roofs of buildings and homes and hunting and but I love lions. I have such a love for them because even before my awakening, my girls and I spent 2 months, 2.5 months. I think it was 2016, the summer of 2016 in Washington, D.C. with my sister. And we went to the D.C. Zoo like 7 times. And I never wanted to go to the big cat, like walk by the big cats, because I could feel their energy of wanting to kill me. Like I could feel their intention. It was the craziest shit. I felt so scared. And my babies were laughing at me like, Mommy, they can't reach you. I said, baby, they're looking at us. What the fuck? And if they're looking at you, they only have one intention. They don't want to be your friend. But I could feel them literally as soon as we came to like the beginning of the pathway, because the people would walk along this pathway and they'd be way over a ravine sitting on the rocks just looking like oh my god. Anyway, so there's the warrior, direction guardian, shapeshifter, drum, star ancestor, medicine mother, and seer. When it comes to the peacekeeper, and this is the thing, if you really believe you're a peacekeeper, you cannot assume that you are right. Like you cannot judge a people or a person that has been victimized. If you're a true peacekeeper, because if you only have the view and the vantage point of people that resemble you physically or economically, you're not going to relate to everyone and you can't make peace between everyone like that. I'm just saying. Now, all of us are tried, you know, with leaning towards our own more. That's natural. But yeah, it's a heavy work to be a peacekeeper. Is about moving beyond ancestral patterns. So the elders have seen everything. These are people that are upwards of 75 and older, right? They've seen so much. They know processes of human interaction and mistakes and errors and behavior and falling off and building yourself back. They've seen all that, you know. So they know that when you are the one to break the generational curse, the vigilance you have to have. And I can tell you just from the vigilance I have with my own children. Like my babies be looking at me like, God, she won't let it go. Babe, no. I have to continually cleanse you, keep reminding you, because you're going to be on your own one day. And if it's just an empty head, you're not going to make it. So I build them up. I break them down sometimes, but I build them right back up because this divine realm is real. And that's what I want them to rely on. Then there's the warrior, being fearless and standing strong. That's what we got to be. Like, but you can be that and still be feminine. I've said that before. You can be feminine and still be strong. Now, nobody should be fearless, because when you're not fearless, you're not careful. And you could wreck your whole life. I mean, you could die just because you're not, fearless. You should have a little amount, some amount of fear is good, because it will make you cautious. It will make you observant, you know? Direction guardian. Okay, don't just spin your wheels, not knowing what you want to do with your life. This is for anybody, male or female. Um, Set the direction that you want to go. Choose your path. For me, I'm a writer, I'm a tarot reader, and I'm either an administrator or a faculty member in a university or college. Like, that's, you know, I believe in higher education. That's a part of the legacy in my family for generations. And I love to encourage people, especially young people, you know. Um, so I know what my path is, along with just continuing to mother my children until my last day on earth. I will never stop being a mother, ever. Dream and journey. If you can't envision the life, the journey, the purpose that you have here, you should be able to see the signs of it throughout your life, no matter how old you are. It should have already shown up. And then now dream about what that looks like in the future. And then get on that path in the present. It's all connected, right? Follow the voice of your soul. Follow the voice of your soul. You just don't understand. I'm so much of a fighter that I've gotten to, because of my writer's Facebook page, I've gotten to a point that I actually do not take the bait and join every fight. Like, I'll let people say stupid shit, and I'll have like talked to myself out of responding 3 or 4 times, and then I'll just be like, fuck it. Sometimes I'll totally delete my post, because if it's my post and I don't come on your post to tell you why you're wrong, I have the free will to make a post on my own timeline and express myself. I'll delete the post, but then I'll follow it up, checking your ass. And people bear witness to it, because everybody goes through it. Because most of the time, people that do that are the most punked out, weak ass, victim ass people in real life. But online, they feel free to be like, oh, you probably just that. Yeah, say that shit to my face. Even come on the video chat and say that. Let me see how weak your ass is. When I go to their pages, though, and I see, it's just like, you're not even a challenge for me. Like, I'm the type of person, I will never fight a person, not physically fight, but when I was young and into that, I would never argue, because I'm not arguing with you to debate. I am trying to annihilate the fact that you're wrong, and I'm going to crush that wrong. You are not up to that kind of fight. Sit your ass down. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Cause I'm very merciful. I don't go after weak ass people. I don't. Now, bully, I'm coming for you every time. I don't give a fuck. So I'm just saying, this is what's showing up. Sorry, I went on a tangent. Um, Honor your inner knowing. There's so much that we sometimes sweep under the rug, or we don't follow our first minds. We get so bombarded with everyday life and heartbreak and disappointment, and the fact that we thought we were going to actually have love when we haven't had it, the truest experience of it, and we're still disappointed over something that didn't work. But you got to see beyond what you don't have today and still have faith. Transform your heartbreak. Remember that you were awakened. Remember that. Remember, someone came into your life, could be your true person, or they could just be a catalyst for you meeting your true person. But that person God sent, either God sent that person into your life and reached out to you, or sent you into that person's life, but it was for you to have your awakening, because you are destined to love. Never forget that. Write down your journeys. I'm a writer. I'm gonna make a little ebook about mine, because it's just fascinating. It was magical. And then I'm going to, never mind. What I've learned about having this channel and even having my writer's page is people lack integrity, and they will steal your ideas in the twinkling of a freaking thief's eye. Sorry. They will. Fuck them. There's a whole bunch of tarot readers that are fucking thieves. But there are a whole bunch, even if I don't agree with their politics, that are authentically gifted and never steal other people's ideas. You don't always, like, for me, what I know is it's not the people that I love the most that equal me in integrity. Sometimes it's the people that on one end I don't like. But when it comes to the fact that they are authentic in their business, in their own skill, I can hold them for that. I respect them for that. Real talk. But little opportunists and shit, you're not spiritual as fuck. You're not spiritual as nothing. You came because somebody told you, you can make money with tarot. There's all these people would tell you can make money. That's it. Period. Okay? I'm just saying. So that's and you just you're the equivalent of a snake oil salesman. Period. Ooh, look at that. Unlock the magic within. I picked up the deck and this one didn't get caught, but it like fell off the box at the same time. Like God wanted me to see this for you. That's the magic guardian, baby. Male and female, don't matter. Masculine, feminine. Magic. You are magic. You are magic. Tap into that shit. Believe it. Stop letting people treat you like you just some little hippie or overly emotional. Ooh, I'm gonna have to pull cards. Same thing happened to this deck. Whenever I get the 3 witchy sisters, and this is gonna be the end of it, I have to pull cards. I have to pull cards around what are the 3 issues. Usually I do 4 just to make it all the way around, but let's see. Bottom of the deck was Sea Storm. This is about being calm amid the chaos. This world is in chaos. The chosen ones have the wisdom to bring it in. And it's not that you always zen, but we struggle, to balance ourselves. We know how to go from, if we have some stress, if we have some hit a valley, we know how to get up out of it. Okay? Some people spend their whole lives wallowing in a valley. It's something that you need a solution to. There's a problem you're facing. I don't know what it is. It may have to do with your business. It may have to do with learning more about technology or purchasing gadgets that you can use to build your business, different ways of promoting your business or being able to use these things. It's something new you need to learn. And a solution. Like, this is a lantern. Like, there's some light that needs to be shed on something going on in your life. It's your magic. This is magical space clearing time. Magic. Something about it's spiritual. It could even be psychic. It could be intuition. It can be like asking divine for the numbers for the lottery and then winning that shit. You know what I mean? Like whatever your magic is, seeing through walls, seeing other people's, realize, some of you need to realize that you cannot put off for another lifetime what you've been called to do today. Some of you are so afraid to go public, whether it's a spiritual channel or something. You're so timid about it. Like you're afraid to do it. And divine is saying, but you're called. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You cannot put that off for a next lifetime where you're born more confident. You have to do it now. You can do it in a way that you're comfortable. No one gets to dictate to you how you manifest your destiny. No one does. But you're called to do it. So you got to do that shit. But there are solutions to every problem. But if you're more magical, like I was saying, I think on one of my other readings today, when you fast, it helps you to detach your emotions, one of which is fear, or at least to overcome it much more effectively. Much more effectively. If you're not eating, animal that where these animals have died in so much fear and just terror and pain and brutality, that's another reason why we have so much fear, is because we take in their, it's like when I kill a spider. There was a spider in my house once. It was just one of those little white spiders, and I'm so aggressive when I kill a spider or kill like anything, that right before I hit it with the fly swatter, it like braced itself. It tensed up and knew I was about to smash it. I was like, damn, that's an energy. Who knew that insects could have a spiritual reaction? You know what I mean? Like I've never seen a fly do that. They're just here to annoy the fuck out of people. No, I'm kidding. But anyway, so that's what's going on. I hope you got something out of this recording. I really do. Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Peace.